Today on Moms Every Day at 4, a Central Texas mother's dream to help orphans in Africa. She'll talk about the 19 babies now being helped at the orphanage she helped start. Now, this is Moms Every Day at 4. I'm Emily Ayazetti. Today, we are talking with a Central Texas mom whose touch is being felt halfway across the world. Dorris Fortson has spent many years working as a missionary, but her latest mission is one that's very close to her heart. She'll share the babies of the Neema House with us today. You are not going to believe some of the pictures we have to show you today. First, though, a few headlines. For commercial break, help for orphans in Africa, how it's a dream come true for one Central Texas mom. And then later this year's Super Bowl half show, the Neema House in Tanzania started taking in orphaned infants this summer. It was really a dream come true for Dorris Fortson, a mother of 4, and her husband. Doris, I appreciate you being in the studio with us today, and I know we're going to show a lot of pictures of these babies that are just amazing.
Wonderful.
How did this dream start for you guys to start an orphanage specifically for babies?
Well, we lived in Tanzania for 6 years, many years ago, and we've been going back and visiting. And we went back in 2008 and began to see orphans that we had not seen before. AIDS was not there in, the 60s. And so we began to see orphans on the streets. We began to hear stories of babies abandoned. And so that idea was put in our mind then. And we went back in 2011 in 3 countries. We toured Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. And we toured every orphanage we could, as many as we could, and just got the story about what was happening there. Most of those orphanages would not take children under the age of 3 because it's so difficult to keep babies. You've got formula to buy, you've got a 1-to-4 ratio of nannies, you've got a huge staff that it takes to take care of babies. So most orphanages would not take them under 3. But we thought, no, we can do this. We just decided we're retired, and we thought we're semi-retired basically. We decided let's go back and we can do something about this. So we did. You
opened your doors in June of this year and found that there really was a need.
Oh, yes.
19 babies that you have now?
Yes, 19 babies. And we actually have one that's waiting at the hospital that's been abandoned. The hospital will give the mother a little bit of time to see if she'll change her mind, but they've already called us, and we'll go pick her up. So the hospitals and the police call us when they have a baby.
Wow.
And we go pick them up.
We're getting to see some pictures of the babies here, some of them very, very small. Tell me about what is the daily life like with 19 babies at the orphanage?
It's got to be loud, and the little one with the little rib showing there came in at about 2 pounds. She's a triplet. Triplets and multiple births are just hard to survive there. The mother is usually malnourished, doesn't have enough milk, and so they just need help. These are babies at risk, and most multiple births just don't survive. So we took that little bitty one that you just saw there, and she was about 2 pounds. We almost lost her, and that's one of our big fears, is losing one. And so it's a loud and fun house.
This is just really the very beginning of the journey for you guys. Not even opened yet a year. You're renting space right now. What does the future look like? What do you guys need to make this successful?
Well, we're going to buy property. We have money set aside that's been given to us by churches, and we're going to be looking for land in January when we go back. We're going to be building a permanent facility. These babies, we don't intend to keep them. We don't intend to institutionalize them. What we'd like to do is be able to put them back into their family unit, not necessarily with the mother, but with an aunt or sister or cousin. If we can train them on how to take care of a baby, they need to know about boiling bottles. That's a little bit hard when you're cooking on a wood fire. And about not leaving a milk bottle out in the sun. Even though you don't have a lot of food and it's really hard to throw away old milk, you have to throw it away if it's been sitting out in the sun. So there's a lot of things like that we need to help them with, train them. And we're just working with the mothers as well. I don't know how far you want me to go with this, but I can talk a long time on this. The mothers, they just have to have a way of making a living and providing for these babies.
And being able to set up that life. I'm amazed to hear you talk about all the work that goes into this, and this is